Hi, my name's Louise and today we're going to talk about the front screen of the Dawn system. So it's the screen you get when you initially log in. Now, I have my system set up here to see all of the different icons scrolling down the page. What you see might be a little different depending on what user profile you're using to log in with. So some of you might see all of these icons, some people might only see a few. So what I'm going to do is just give you a brief rundown of what each of these icons go into and what you can use them for. First, we've got Patient View. This is to search for an individual patient on the Dawn system, and going through this icon here or the magnifying glass will essentially take you to the same place. So if we just click on Patient View, the Patient View has a patient search option at the top of the screen. So we can search on things like name, hospital number or MRN number, address details, phone numbers, or a combination of a few. So to search for an individual patient, we can go through Patient View using this option. Now I just want to close this screen just to go back to the front, and to do that I'm just going to hit the little cross icon up at the top left just to come out of there. So I'm back to the front screen. What we also have is this option called List Views, and this is useful for looking up lists of patients. If you have a clinic list of patients that are due in for today's date, then rather than look for each individual patient at a time in the patient view, it's going to be easier for you to actually go in and look for a list of patients, so just work your way down the list instead. Now, list views are not just for looking at a list of patients who are due. We can use it for other options, such as if you wanted to find a list of, say, suspended patients on your system, a list of stop patients, a list of patients with recent events, patients who haven't attended. So there's lots of uses for the list views. And if I just click on the list view option, you can see here we have lots of tabs along the top, which are all our different list views, all our different subsets of patients. And the first one we come to is our work list, which is like our attendance list. I'm just going to close out of list view just up at the top left. So, patient view is individual patients, list view, lists of patients. We also have an option for the diary screen. Within the Dawn system, you have a clinic set up, or you have several clinics set up, and you'll either have like an untimed clinic, a clinic where a patient can come in from any time between 9 and 6 at night, or you might have a timed clinic where you have appointment slots such as 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or you might have a combination of both. Now, the diary option allows you to go in and see how full a clinic is getting and how many slots you've got left. If, for example, I wanted to see how busy one of my clinics is for next week, I can go into the diary page and look that up. So again, if I just click on diary, just to quickly show you, we have a list of clinics at the top, and we have diary dates, and we can move to future date there as well. So for example, I could pick my particular clinic, I can have a look at my dates, and from here I can see how many slots I've still got left for that day, how many I've got free, and how many reserve slots I have free there as well. What we also have is an option for Message Centre. Now, this is like having a phone list within the Dawn system. You can have the Dawn system set up so that if you're in a patient screen and you need to give the patient a call, but you don't want to do it right then and there, you want to leave your phone calls, then what you can do is have the option of sending the patient to the Message Centre. It means that once you actually have finished your clinic, you can go into the Message Centre and find a list of patients that are due to be called. Now, all of the steps that you take are audit trailed. So you can use this to record if you've tried calling the patient, if it's been a success, if you haven't got through, how many times you've tried. It is an optional setup within here, so you don't have to have the phone list. Some sites do choose to use it and some sites don't. So next down, this is our report section within Dawn AC. This is where we can produce things like statistics, lists of patients. Again, with reports, this is a configurable section, and let's just quickly look at reports. What we have is a drop-down list of different reports and an option to actually view them on screen and also print out reports as well. So if I just show you just an example of a standard report, percentage time in range analysis, if I hit show report, then the figures are there for me, and I have the option of printing and doing other things with that as well. Last but not least is the settings option. These are personal login specific settings. So what you have set up in here and what your colleague has set up might well be different. You can use these settings to tidy up the patient screen. There could be some tabs on the main patient screen that you don't use and you don't need to see. And what you can do in the settings is you can choose what tabs on the patient screen you decide to see and which ones you don't. So if I go into the settings option here, I have the option of hidden patient tab sheets. So I might not want to see the patient's drugs tab. I might not want to see if they've had any recent events. And what I can do is I can save those settings away, and then next time I go into patient view, the patient screen will have those tabs hidden. So everything you need to access within the Dawn system can all be found via these main icons on the Dawn front screen.